we're going to talk about safety and distraction. A lot of people are distracted now by Euro 2024, and it's important to remember tomorrow England will play with Slovenia at 8 o'clock. Euro 2024. Make sure you don't add to an increase in domestic abuse and violence, which can increase during these competitions. As much as 38% if the national side loses. Keep the game clean. It's a beautiful game for a reason.
To be fair, that is a legit thing that happens.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. When football teams lose their matches, domestic violence goes up.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's
Is
true.
that real?
Yeah.
Never heard that before.
Is it actual domestic violence, or
Yeah.
I'm just mad, I'm taking the TV controller and
actual
smashing the
reports of-
table kind of thing, which is just...
Reports of domestic violence do actually go up.
Okay.
So
keep calm and watch soccer. So we have here...
it's football, not
England.
soccer.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want me to call it? Football?
Football.
Okay, football.
Yeah.
Okay, so England won Serbia here, 1-0.
Okay.
The next match with Denmark wasn't particularly good, I've heard. It was a tie, 1-1. The next one with Slovenia is tomorrow. So here you have some stuff here to watch. And if you want to get distracted by it, but remember, just be stoic and don't unleash your inner hooligan. But there is someone who is trying to spoil the fun, someone who is distracted by the English flag, and someone who is particularly concerned about the events and people watching football, and that is Sadiq Khan. So
This is the worst time of year for him, isn't it? In England, flags everywhere, Sadiq Khan seething.
yes, so apparently there's a problem with black cab drivers and their choice to hang the St. George's flag on them, and Sadiq Khan is not having it. Here we have Niall Gardner saying that England hating woke mayor of London. TfL, which is Transport for London,
Yep.
imposes woke ban on cab drivers flying England flag during Euros.
I mean, God, that just wouldn't happen in any other country, would it?
And
It's like, no, you can't fly your own national flag anymore because the... No, I'm not even going to carry on.
yeah, this has a history about it.
Yeah.
Like we said before, we're not going to just view things from the short-term perspective, but it has a history of at least 25 years.
Emily Thornberry seething.
I see here somewhere in the replies there was someone saying, Boris Johnson did it in 2012. You're not talking about that, but apparently it's happening for a long time.
Right.
Well, one thing, quick anecdote. I used to have pinned up St. George's flag on the pardon me, on the ceiling of my bedroom. This is in the 90s when I was a teenager and loved football. My whole life revolved around football. And I remember getting friends back from school or sixth form college, and they would see the St. George's flag on the bedroom of my ceiling and be like snigger a bit and be like, really?
Really?
Like, you're doing that? Yeah. And that was in like the mid to late 90s. So it's been a long, long time. The St. George's flag they've tried to make it synonymous with just being a bigot or a nationalist, assuming that all nationalism is inherently evil or something.
See, that's my problem. My problem is the St. George's flag is associated with football. I really want to fly it, but I'm not a football guy. I don't want people
Fly it
thinking I
anyway.
like football.
What's wrong
I
with
do.
football?
I'm just not a football guy.
Okay.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just not my thing. So just for anyone wondering, when you see me with an England flag, it's because I love England, not because I like football.
Okay,
Just
but
want to make that clear.
to add something to what Bo said, I have never heard there being a problem with other flags, like the flag of Yorkshire or other flags. It's just the flag of St. George.
Or the LGBTQ plus flag. That's
God, yeah, those
no
flags
problem with
shatter.
that.
June is coming to an end. We still have a week to go. Let's be patient. Okay, we have here an article from the Daily Mail. It says, fury after Sadiq Khan's TfL imposes woke ban on taxi drivers flying England flag during the Euros because it could distract motorists. It's a very distracting flag. Apparently, the latest version of the rainbow flag isn't particularly distracting. It doesn't have
that's fine.
It doesn't
That's
have
fine
that many
everywhere.
colors. Yeah. Okay.
We need it on the crosswalks. We need it hanging from the buildings. We need it literally painted on the sides of the trains and everything. Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
And there's a question why. I think it has to do with possibly motorists having the psychology of a bull. When they see red, they just want to charge instantly. So Sadiq Khan's transfer for London has sparked fury after imposing a woke ban on taxi drivers flying an England flag because it could distract motorists.
It's only because Sadiq can't stop grinding his teeth.
Yeah, TfL bosses said the St. George's Cross could possibly cause road accidents in the capital by attracting the attention of motorists. That's why I said it has red in it.
Just too many Englishmen saluting as they drive past. Yeah.
It's obvious nonsense, isn't it?
Obvious nonsense. But there's a pattern here that I've noticed, because it's good to notice patterns. I think that they are constantly talking about safety, and they make this an issue of safety. And that's interesting, because if you see, wokeness is all about talking about safety and interpret everything as basically victimizing someone.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to make this into a harmful incident.
Yeah.
That could distract people, and it could actually cause accidents in the street. But no other flag has problems. Now, they do say that they sort of ban all other flags, but honestly, no one believes this. Last time I went to London, last time almost everyone who has been to London and has told me, they say basically it's full of Palestinian flags.
Yeah.
Apparently, Sadiq Khan doesn't find that distracting.
Is it just specifically the St. George's? So could you fly the sort of the three lions, the sort of golden three lions on a background of red? Would cabbies be allowed to fly that flag?
Presumably not.
What about the Union flag? I know that's not England.
I think the Union flag is allowed because it's more an instance of a civic symbol.
Right. Okay.
Whereas they're trying to portray the St. George's flag as a bad ethnic one.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can easily test this by just flying a gay flag, right? They're never gonna stop me. No trans pride flags here, please. It'll never happen.
It's or a Palestinian one or a Pakistani one.
It's not distracting, even if where you have a pride mural on the street, which it's a bit weird because why would you want your symbol to be run over by cars, stabbed by people?
It's a statement of dominance. That's why.
Okay, furious drivers have slammed the new rule, claiming the flags are no more distracting than advertisements painted on cars or lorries. And they're absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
So we have here Darren Grimes saying, under England's hating Sadiq Khan's mayorship, London taxi drivers are now banned from displaying English flags during the Euros. And this is only in London.
Sorry, can we just scroll down to the image, please?
Yes.
Yeah, when we win, that's what England's going to look like. That's what London's going to look like every day when we win.
But taxes aren't enough for Sadiq Khan, and he wants to find people who do this. Right, so I want to show you exactly what is going on here with the safety issue, because I saw that there are flag protocols, and we have here from Gov.uk, flying flags, a plain English guide, and they say flags are a very British way of expressing joy and pride. They are emotive symbols which can boost local and national identities, strengthen community cohesion, and mark civic pride. Well, there are many flags other than the English one that are flown in London that have nothing to do with civic pride in the United Kingdom. Just saying. And they're saying here, all flag flying is subject to some standard conditions, and they split there into categories, and they say flags which do not need consent. They say any country's national flag. And if you look at number 3, a flag of any island, county, district, borough, parish, city, town, or village within the United Kingdom. Basically, it has to do with that flag if you see.
Sorry, can we go down a little bit more?
Yeah.
So the flag of St. David, the flag of St. Patrick. Is there a saint missing from that?
George?
Yeah. The flag of St. George is not on the list.
What's the classic thing? So Scottish nationalism
totally fine.
Is something brilliant. Plaid Cymru, the Welsh nationalism,
totally
that's
fine.
great. Irish nationalism, of course. But English nationalism, well, no, that's beyond the pale. That's evil.
But how is it the flag of St. George is not on that list? Sorry, again, under Conservative government, deep, obvious omission there.
Yeah. Because it is distracting for drivers.
You need consent to fly the St. George's flag. Shut up.
And we have here someone who is actually defending
zero
Sadiq
seats,
Khan.
man.
I wanted to show you, and they're saying basically this is sensationalism at its finest, that the online right is victimizing itself, and they say the reality, safety over symbolism. Here's the actual detail, which is rather boring when you boil it down. The rules are there to ensure that anything attached to a vehicle doesn't block the driver's view or become a projectile in case of an accident. This applies to all flags, mascots, and decorations, regardless of their design.
So who's saying this?
There is an account here that is the Bear, satirical fact-checking. I'm just showing, and they're saying basically the right, Tommy Robinson, and people all over the place who are complaining are ignoring the safety aspect of it.
And they're being ironic here. This tweet is sort of it's sarcastic, is it? I don't know. Anyway.
Here, being on a Pride Wrap train, bus, or IFS cloud cable, yet apparently these are not distracting. I can play this here, but there's some issues. But you can guess. We have lots of Pride flags and lots of Pride buses and Pride trains.
Come on, get ready for the sun.
Wait.
Yeah, that's not distracting at all.
Yeah, I was a bit distracted with the music. But
actually, all joking aside, isn't there evidence that like police horses and certain
there's a video of them
still, they actually do get spooked by the gay pride colours? Yeah. Right? And actually, they genuinely do. Anyway.
They also walk more proudly and are more obedient under the England flag. It's science.
Yeah. So I did some digging here, and I found out that this goes a long time ago, at least 25 years. So I found an article from The Guardian that was published in 1999.
So the Labour, I bet. So this is something the Labour Party brought in, is it? I bet it is.
Just saying, 1999. Cabbies protest at England flag ban. London's black cab drivers are planning to protest this week at a police ban on their flying the St. George flag from their cabs before England's Euro 2000 qualifies against Scotland next month. It's the same story. But it's not just when it comes to football events. We have all sorts of other events across the years that have sparked the same response. And again, if you see here, I want to scroll down. They're talking about safety. You'll see that in the next one. Sorry, I missed the thing. So here is in June 2016, a pub owner was told to basically take down the English flag. Yep. Pub boss told to take down English flags and bunting. And you see here, a landlord has been ordered to pull down his English flags for health and safety reasons.
Yeah, it's a consistent pattern where it's only the England flags, and it's for nonsense reasons.
Yes.
And they wouldn't demand this of any other kind of flag. They're just doing it because of the England flag, because they're trying to immiserate English identity.
And they're talking about regulars who were completely angered by that decision. And they say, you know, where do we live? Lynette O'Shea wrote, where do we live? England. Or somewhere else. This is a joke. Yes, put more up for the cheek of it. Ask them who's this offended, because they're clearly not from England. You have old people saying...
Unfortunately, that's not necessarily true. Again, the Emily Thornberrys, you know, perfectly English people, but obviously woke.
There is a self-loathing domestic enemy within, aren't there? Isn't there?
Yeah.
And you have a spokesman from Lancashire County. What did that spokesman say? We're all for people showing their support for their England team. It's just that in this case, the bunting has been up over a busy A road, and we wouldn't want the landlord or the council to be held responsible if it came down and caused an accident.
Such an obvious lie.
But this is also blackmailing.
Bunting over roads all over the country.
They're saying, you know, if people just have an accident, okay, if you have, it's going to be on you. Why? Because there was an English flag in their vision.
They never say that about the Pride bunting that's up.
Because, of course, some fallen bunting is well known to stop vehicles.
That's why I said, I think they have the psychology of a bull motorist. So that's why it's distracting.
Oh, right.
You know, they don't like the way that the red is like a cross centered there. It's like, you know, just that's where you should aim at.
I was thinking a bit of bunting falls down into the road and a taxi going 40 miles an hour hits it, and it's like hitting a brick wall.
Yeah. We have another case here from 2008. Police told man to hide racist St. George flag. A football fan says police ordered him to remove from his car because it could be deemed racist.
That's why I put it up.
Against which race?
All other races.
All of them.
Yeah.
All the races.
Yeah, exactly. All of them.
Yes, if we scroll down a bit, said Ben Smith, 18 years old back then, was pulled over for a routine spot check by an officer who inspected his tires and road tax. But the laborer was stunned to be told that a St. George flag covering his Vauxhall Corsa's parcels shelf was offensive to immigrants.
See, this is what I love. It's this sort of thing that's a great mask-off moment, right? Because someone like Sadiq Khan will be more sophisticated than the regular Bobby on the beat, right? And so he'll give you, well, I mean, the flags could come off and cause accidents, so we've just got to take them down. In this one instance, just happens to be the England flag, and we'll never do anything about the Palestinian flags. But the sort of, 95 IQ beat police officer is just like, oh no, it's offensive to immigrants, mate, because that's what his supervisor has told him.
Right.
And it's obviously like, look, just don't say that, but it's offensive to the immigrants. We don't want English pride in England. That'd be bad. That wouldn't make them feel inclusive and like this is their land. It's like, yeah, well, just racist to immigrants, mate. You got to get rid of it. Idiot. Well done,
right.
idiot.
He initially thought the officer was joking until he was threatened with a £30 fine if he refused to remove it from view. Mr. Smith said, I honestly could not believe what the police officer was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And says he wasn't rude about it at all. He was just very matter of fact about the flag being racist and being offensive to immigrants.
That's exactly as I was saying.
Yeah.
I wonder, it's a classic thing to say to a police officer, under which piece of legislation, which act of parliament am I being fined? I guess it'll be maybe like the Race Relations Act or something. I've got no idea.
The Race Relations
I've got no idea. It doesn't make any sense, does it? It's got no bearing on reality, really.
Yeah, but that's not what it's about at all.
Right.
It's just about making sure the English don't feel patriotic about being in England.
Yeah.
And also woke governance and, the spirit of woke legislation is all about double standards.
Oh, yeah.
Protected groups.
Yeah, it's all about protecting groups and arbitrarily exercising authority.
Well, it's not even arbitrary. It's reducing the power of the majority for the benefits of the minority.
From that perspective, yeah. But
that's
what I'm talking about arbitrariness is that they completely subjectivize legislation, because when they're talking about looking at a flag being harmful and being offensive, this is just entirely subjective.
See, can I just give an example of how horses react when they're under the England flag? So a shocking video shows tourist headbutted after standing too close to the Kingsguard horse. See, when under the England flag, the horses are proud and they headbutt foreigners.
Right. And, it's exactly what...
Okay, I'm just joking.
No, it's exactly what you said. It's just all a double standard raised to make people not feel good about their country and thinking that any kind of national pride is a bad thing.
And you're right that it's arbitrary in the sense that it's just down to the discretion of some random beat cop to
judge
throw out fines as and when he sees fit.
When in doubt, just plead someone is causing hate and fine them, or just marginalize them, completely destroy their social position or whatever. Just
such an intolerant police officer.
And last thing here we have from Nigel Farage. He's saying basically, Can really hates England.
True. Just obviously true.
Just a statement of fact.
Yeah.
Thought we could end with this. And
okay. Wave your England flags. Hi folks, thanks for watching. If you'd like to support us, you can go to lotus.com for £5 a month and sign up and watch Bo's amazing Epoch series. Bo is, of course, a historian, and he does hours and hours and hours of long-form history content, such as this one on Captain James Cook. These are things he tends to cover subjects that are actually slightly outside of normal, popular histories. So you get to learn about things that are very interesting that you otherwise may well have missed.